I was attracted to SMART. It was very humbling actually to be asked to be chairman of SMART. But what attracted me to SMART was one, the mutual aid, because mutual aid is unquestionably people just getting together, understanding, and there's a huge long history that mutual aid in itself is benefits addiction disorders and benefits substance abuse and indeed behavioural disorders. That's the first thing. But the second thing was that it was secular. Rightly or wrongly, I think the Fellowship A is associated with a spiritual component, and what attracted me to Smart Recovery was the mutual aid bit, but also the fact it was evidence-based. It was based on science. Science that goes back a very long time. Science like Rogerian person-orientated psychotherapy, which is a history of 70 years, based on motivational interviewing, which led to some of the SMART tools. The science of cognitive behaviour therapy and information processing, which goes back a century, which has led to decades of good research and on which the tools of Smart Recovery are based. It was this juxtaposition, I think, of the mutual aid, which is important in itself as that peer support element, plus a secular, evidence-based, deeply psychological approach to psychological and motivational change in addictions. It was those two things together conceptually, which I felt were very rewarding and which attracted me to be chairman of UK Smart Recovery. Also, I do think that there are lots of examples. We have commissioned several studies, for example, to look at outcomes, specifically look at outcomes of UK Smart Recovery. I do think that although it's an American organisation and it was started in 1992 in America, Smart Recovery is uniquely tailored for the UK. One, because we are more secular than America. We know that, for example, with Alcoholics Anonymous, the spiritual steps are endorsed more readily by Americans. The secular steps are endorsed more readily by people in the UK. So already it seems to be tailored to the needs of the UK population. Also because it's evidence-based, and the UK population, I think, like that type of thing, plus the mutual aid. So I think we've got an American system that was developed in America, but which is uniquely tailored to the psychology of addictions in the UK and the history of research in the UK. All of that came together. I was also asked as an interim to develop or to go take us through perhaps a difficult organisational period. I think being Irish is an advantage there because we talk a lot, and being Irish and telling stories and not relying too much on randomised control trials, I think has helped us get through a kind of a slightly political impasse. I think now SMART has got a central office in Stoke-on-Trent. We've got our systems in place, and I think maybe, just maybe, after, not in my lifetime, but just maybe, we'll have the meeting not in the business room here, but as someone said, out there in the stadium itself.